Hello, friends. Hello, friends. I'm Karina Chin with karinastamps.com, and I want to welcome you today to my YouTube Live. I'm just checking to see that it's working, and it looks like I do have a stream, so welcome. I live in Edmonton, Alberta, and I've been doing this for about 15 years, and I love stamping, and I especially love stamping with my friends and sharing with my friends. So I started doing YouTube Lives recently instead of Facebook Lives. And if you are on Facebook, I have a new Facebook page called karinastamps.com. It's a business page, so hopefully you can find it there. So I'll just see if anybody's joining me. I'm not sure how long it takes, but if not, then you can just watch the replay. I'm a little new at this. Sometimes it takes a while to figure things out. So if you like my video that I'm sharing today, if you go down to the subscribe button and then hit notifications, it should tell you every time I do a live. So I usually go on Tuesdays at 1 o'clock, and I just like to share some videos with you. So we'll just see if people are popping on. I don't see anybody yet. Like I said, I'm new. Oh, there's one person here saying hello, so that's fantastic. Thanks for letting me know it's working. It's kind of hard to figure out, and it's hard to tell all my people where I am now, because I had a text message coming in asking where I am, but it's hard once I start. So let me just give you a few updates really quickly on what's going on with Stampin' Up! So I sell Stampin' Up! Products, and I also run lots of classes. If there's a class you're interested in and it's not being offered, I do in-person classes. I just come to you and do a small stamp class for you and your friends. Now, I do have an in-person one I'm super excited about. It is on May 28th, and I have rented a space, so it's going to be an in-person all-day retreat. It's very exciting, from 9 to 3. Tons of prizes. It's going to be 2 card classes. Lunch is optional for $15. The day is going to be $99, and then you can add on a goodie bag for $50. And as well, the class comes with a stamp set, and then if you want to add on a second one, you can. Now, I can't show you the pictures yet of it because the catalog doesn't go live until May, but until then, you can ask me and I'll tell you what the stamp sets are. So let's see who's here. Margaret Ann found me. Hello, Margaret Ann. Nice to see you today. And then Stampin' Up! Has a few specials that's going on. So I'm just going to go down to my tabletop. And I should mention too, before I get excited, if you want to order any of the products today, you can go to karinachin.stampinup.net, and you can go to KKE. Oh, the hostess code is well, you can see it, KKE494GR. Okay, fantastic. I'm just going to go down to my tabletop. There we go. And this is the card we're making today. How fun is this? Oh, I see people are coming on. So Betty's here, Leona's here. Welcome. I'm so glad you found me. And if you are watching me after not live, but afterwards, leave a comment, because I will do a draw for a prize. And I forgot actually to draw from last week, so I will draw after this video and post it. And it's going to be some of this beautiful, this is my favorite, Bumblebee gingham ribbon. I just love this. I think I used it on so many classes. It was super fun. So, oh, and Karen Polage is here. Karen, oh, nice. 2 Karens are here. Hello. Nice to see you, you guys. Thanks for joining me. See, I only stamp with my friends, so that's why I have the best job in the world. Okay, a few super fast announcements while people are still jumping on. First of all, Stampin' Up! Has a set called Waves of the Ocean, and it's available from March to May 2nd. Now, the stamp set and dies are rolling over, but the gorgeous designer paper is not rolling over. So I just have to show you how beautiful. Like, look at this beautiful paper. And, you know, some cards made with it. I think I showed this last time. I'll just show really quickly. Right? And the foil paper is not rolling over either. So if you plan on getting this set, get the paper, the blue foil, and then these beautiful rhinestone gems that coordinate with the suite. And then you can get your stamp sets and dies later in May when the catalog launches. So that's what those are. And then 2, if you have a cabin or you're a new stamper, they have the mini Stampin' and Cut and Emboss machine on special right now for $65. Plus, there's a whole bunch of these bundles. Now, if I was smart, I would have went through and highlighted which bundles are retiring. So at a quick glance, I know for sure retiring is Welcoming Window. It's going to be gone, and these are while supplies last. So Welcoming Window, What's Cooking, Wildcats, Sweet as a Peach, Seascape Bundle. Not sure about Quiet Meadow. Garden Wishes will be gone. Pansy Patch, maybe gone. So rolling over is Art Gallery, Beauty of Friendship, Celebrate Sunflowers, and Hydrangea for sure. Quiet Meadows, I'm not sure. Does anybody know if Quiet Meadows is rolling over? Type it in the chat for me. If you know it's rolling over or not. I'm just smiling at some of the comments. Okay, it's easy to get me distracted. All Squared Away, I think that's retiring too. So there's lots of great bundles in here. And I'm focusing on Forever Grapevine because I don't think anybody's even seen this bundle, right? And the dies are on sale right now. And the stamp set I don't think is on sale, but it's a great bundle. So that's why we're making this super cool card. Okay, so those are the two specials. Waves of the Ocean, Savings and Bloom. And then super fast, April 22nd, I have a games night. We're going to have lots of fun prizes. If you've ever attended my games night, you know I'm pretty generous with my prizes because I love all my people who stamp with me. So the prizes are always good. And then on April 9th, I have a CNC card class, and we're going to be using the Easter Friends stamp set. I don't think I have the cards in front of me. Easter Friends stamp set. The Nothing Better Than stamp set with the cocktails. We'll do a 3D little diaper fold pouch, and then a box. We're going to decorate it, and it's going to have a Cookies by George cookie in it, and as well as a mini card. So that's April 9th. And then the big news for me is that I have a buy one, get one free sale on April 29th. So what I do is go through my whole craft room, price anything that's retiring, put a sticker on it, and then you have the option to buy it. You pay whatever price it is, and then I give you free product from the annual catalog. That's right. Free product from the brand new catalog. I know, isn't that awesome? And you just have to pay shipping and GST on it. So it's a really, really good deal. I only do it once a year usually because it's so much work. And then some of that stuff, some of the paper and stuff will be available at my retreat on May the 28th because I have 2 years of paper and embellishments. It's getting a little crazy. All the stuff I have. I have a small craft room, so I wouldn't even want to show it to you. It'd be too alarming for people to see. Okay, I think we're ready to get stamping. So what we're going to do is I might make this card design. I always change things up. At my Wednesday morning card class, Monday night card class, anybody in Canada can take this card class because I mail you the kits, and it's free with a $35 order. Usually, or you can pay a $20 fee if you want as well. So it's totally optional. If I'm mailing the kit though, there is $2 for postage. And I just think the girls will love this design. Now, I'll probably change the stamp set, but I'm going to show you how to do it. And the reason why I'm focusing on this card is because I think everybody has made it except for me. And I say that because look at this. So I got this one from my friend Joanne in Red Deer. Look how beautiful it is. So she used the Ladybug stamp set and bundle. So this is in the mini catalog right now. Look how beautiful it is. So this is a big version of the card. I love it. Thank you, Joanne. And then for a swap, I got this super cute card from my friend Margaret Ann. So Margaret Ann, you're here. I found the card. I found it. How cute is that using Easter Friends? So my tip is if you like Easter Friends, get it. Get it while it's still available. It's supposed to be available till the end of June, but who knows, right? There's always all these global supply chain issues, so don't wait if you like something. And it's interesting because they use this little square box to do their pop-out portions, and I'm going to show you a different way to do it today. And then I also got this as a swap. I'm going to guess it's Celine, but I'm not 100% sure. And what's interesting is look at this mechanism. It's not a pop-up part. It's just flat and still makes a super cute card, right? And this is the Hedgehog Happiness bundle that is super cute as well. So that's why I thought, well, I'm going to show you one that's a little bit different, a little bit of a twist, because that's just how I roll. So I'll quickly kind of show you how this one goes together, but then I'm going to show you one using a masculine, sort of a masculine spin. using the Your Biggest Fan bundle. Now, this is not rolling over into the annual catalog, but I think it's great for sports, for boys, for men. I'm doing baseball because I'm making a card for my dad, and my dad loves baseball. I was probably traumatized as a kid because he made me play softball and he kept throwing the ball to me, and I was always scared of the ball. I have to say, it was a little scary for me. Okay, now have I forgotten anything? I don't think so. I think that's all my announcements. Oh, I should mention that if you want a catalog, you can actually sign up to get a catalog from me. Go to my carinastamps.com page and you can sign up for my email newsletter, and then I send you a link to get a catalog. And then if you get the new catalog and you have a huge wish list, if it's more than $135, get the starter kit. So when you have a starter kit with me, we have these really fun monthly team meetings. And if you want, I have the option to send you a $5 kit. If I have to mail it, it's $2, it's $7. But all the pieces come in here. And then you get the PDF tutorial, and then we stamp together on the first Friday of the month. So that's why it doesn't matter where you live in Canada. You are welcome to join us. If you want to come as a guest one time and check it out, you're welcome to do that as well. Whenever my friends invite a guest, they get an extra door prize ticket for a prize. So that's super fun as well. Okay, I think everybody is on here, which is good for me to know because I have to talk for about 7 minutes for people to find me. So if you're watching the replay, fast forward me. I won't be too insulted. Okay, so to make this fabulous card, I'll do most of it. I don't know about the coloring. You need a card base that is 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches. And if you're one of my team members or you do my class, I've got a PDF tutorial done up for you. So I'm going to send it out by email to you guys. Okay, so that will be coming for this wonderful card. We have to do some scoring, because we're actually turning it into a gatefold card. So whenever you have a card base, to do a regular card, you have to score it at 4.25 inches. And then to make it a gatefold or a Z fold, I guess it's called a Z fold, you want to fold this back so that this side lines up with the edge. But I like to be pretty particular with my card measurements. I do lots of fancy folds. So I'm going to take the scoring blade and I'm scoring this at 2 1/8 of an inch. And then when it folds back like this, see, I'm a smidge off, but it's a handmade card made with love. I'm good with that. That's what it looks like. Now let me just tuck this behind me. And I am using this designer series paper because it is retiring and it's available while supplies last. And it was the new in color. So every year Stampin' Up! Comes out with some new pattern with the new in colors and the old in colors, I guess you could say, that are in the catalog. So this is what I have left of this pack from last year. And I just thought, you know what, it's so pretty. Let's stamp on it because I want to show you the technique of actually stamping on cardstock. Okay, and we are using the Forever Grapevine stamp set. Who has this one? I can't believe I've had it for a year and I haven't touched it, because I love drinking wine and it kind of reminds me of being in, I don't know, Napa Valley or something like that. Kind of fun. And I actually have some ideas for more cards, so you'll have to stay tuned and check out my blog during the week because I've got some great ideas. Now, these Grapevine dies look like this, and they're on sale right now for $27.20. So if you go to buy the stamp set and the dies, don't put the bundle price in right now because I think you get a better deal if you do the Grapevine dies separately and order the stamp set separately. Okay, so I'll put all the information in the description of this video after. But, it's nice because it says, "You're so sweet, forever grateful. Thank you for the beautiful ways you've touched my life. I can give this to so many of my friends. And thank you," right? And it's got just the little sprigs. So because it was a larger image, like look how large this stamp is, I put it on my Stamparatus. Now, who does not have a Stamparatus in this group today? If you do not, I highly recommend it. What I did is I usually go and line this up. I had a tick mark and then, I think I changed the plate. See, watch this. You can take out the plastic plate and turn it around. See, there's my tick mark. I did have this lined up. I think I lined it up right about here, because what I was doing, let's get this just tucked along the side, is I wanted to create some stamping on this paper to kind of jazz it up. Okay, let's try do this. Okay, there we go. Now see how it's just going to tuck nicely in the corner, and you want to place a stamp set underneath this plastic door so that it doesn't wiggle all over the place. Whenever I have large images or large stamps, this is exactly what I do. So I am just going to stamp this right here, and then we'll give it a press. And then if I don't like it, I can do it again because it's perfectly lined up. See how that didn't stamp? Yeah, I have to stand up just to get a good press on it. See, there we go. Now it's perfect. And then I also need one of these panels. So this one is 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. And I think I wanted it like right about here. Where's that going to stamp? Yeah, that looks pretty good. I want it to actually be a little more in, because from my sample that I did last night, it kind of covers up all this beautiful grapevine pattern. And I really wanted more of it to show. So let's just go like this. It's easier when I'm not doing it on camera. Don't you love all the, you can see all the cards I've been making? I was behind on my swaps, so I had to make 2 sets of swaps this weekend. So I made 14 cards. It was fun to stamp. I love doing that. And one of them was the, what was that? Hey friend? Okay, let's clean this. Now I need to do some coloring, but I don't want you to have to sit here and color the whole thing. So I'm only going to color what I need to now, and then I'll color the rest later. So I need to use, well, I am using, what is this? Dark Fresh Freesia. So I'm just doing the part that's going to be cut that I can't get into. And I think most of it I can do later. See, I'm just, you know, coloring. Well, I'll just color the grapes. The grapes are super fun to color. And you can use whatever color you want. I just thought that the Fresh Freesia looked really good. And I think most of this is going to get covered up, so I'm just going to do just a little bit. Okay, that's good for that. And then for the leaves, I used a dark, soft succulent. I don't know why I used the dark, but I know for sure I need this leaf here. And then I need this leaf here. We'll do this one. And then a bit of the vine, and then the rest of it, I'm just going to leave it and color it later on today when I finish my card. Okay, there we go. Don't you just want this set? I can't wait to show you the card that I have made because these vines, dies, when you put these 2 dies together, it creates a frame. And I think it will be super beautiful to make a card with it. Okay, so I think I got one more leaf to color, and then I'll move on. And then just a few of these little viney things. Viney things is not really a correct word. What would you guys call them? Oh, and this is dark. Oh, this is light evening evergreen now. I probably should have used dark. It looks very similar in color to me, but that's okay. It's behind me. Whoever gets this card is just going to be so amazed with the pop-out part. They're not even going to look and go, wow, she should have used a little bit darker color, I think. Right? Nobody's going to care. Okay. And then this one, we'll just go like this because really, I think most of it will get covered as well, and I'll just color later. Okay, what do you think of that? And then I think I just need this one other leaf, because once I glue it down, I'm not able to move it and move it around in case I can't get into it. Okay, that is good. Okay, ready for the next part? So that will go here. I'm going to put my markers away. And the first thing I'm going to do is just glue this down. Now, this gets a bit tricky because this is how I normally do it. I just go around the edge. But this is going to actually get cut. I'm making a wonderful little pop-up part. So I hope you guys are wowed. Now maybe you've made this card already and you think, wow, this wasn't so hard. I don't know, I was so excited about this. I just love it when I find a fun pop-up card. Okay, so we'll glue this one down here. And then this one we'll put on here. And then hopefully you can just replay the video and copy what I'm doing. It's easier with the PDF tutorial, I know. Okay, now this is the hard part of the card. Now we are going to close this up, and this is where I need my measurements, and this is where I really recommend that you guys go and buy this cutter. Now I'm going to try cut this sideways because it's too long and I don't think you'll be able to see it. So what I'm going to do is take the folded edge, put it at the bottom of my paper trimmer, and I am literally, I feel like an acrobat right now, trying to cut this for you, so hopefully I don't goof it up. Now I'm going to line this up at 1.5 inches on the bottom. We'll see how close I get. And I want to go 3/4 of an inch, and I'm going to drag it down. Now, because this is a dark colored cardstock, I can't see my numbers. So my tip is if you put this in, the numbers appear. So we've got 12, so I'm going to go at 11 3/4. Pull that back a bit, put this down, and then I'm going to drag it. Now I'm going through lots of layers of cardstock, and that's why this paper trimmer is good. The trimmer blade is super sharp. Okay, so that was 1.5 inches, and now I'm going to line it up at 4 inches at the bottom down here and do the same thing. And you know, you could just take scissors and make 2 cuts for the pop-out part, but you know, it's such a beautiful card. I'm actually going to take time. And I think I cut through. So that was actually at 11 3/4, and you just drag it down. Now you could do it at the top of your trimmer as well, if you want. Okay, now we've got these cut lines in here. Can you see? Oh, it looks like I didn't cut hard enough. Oh, there we go. Just needed to be helped a bit. Let's see. Let's just go like this and like this. So make sure you go through your lines a couple times. And then what you're going to do, so this is the front of my card. Now I have to do a score line in between your 2 cut lines. Now I think from my instructions, I said that it's going to be at 3.5 and 5. Let's see if I'm right. 3.5. And what I'm doing is making sure that this cut line is in the trimmer track because I'm scoring it now. So let's pull it down, put it down like so, and I'm just scoring back and forth, and I gotta pull it up a bit. Let's see. Okay, so that was at 3.5 inches, and then I'm going to move it to 5. Now really I don't have to line it up. You could just, you know, eyeball it, but like I said, I like it to be a little precise. Okay, and that creates the pop-up piece of the card. So I'll tuck this back here, and then what you do is you just pop it out. Pop it out, and you're going to bend this back carefully. Just kind of wiggle it. There we go. Can you see how it's coming at the back? And then this is going to go like this. Bring it forward. There we go. I could have scored it a little more. Okay, and then we close it up, and then you have this nice pop-out part. Now, alternatively, if you didn't want to do the cut lines, you could just make a little box like Margaret Ann did in here. It's 2.5 by 4 inches, and I'll show you on my baseball card what that looks like. Okay, so doesn't that look beautiful? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach my triangle in here, and I think you could even put a gift card on here, don't you think? Let's see. Someone says, Sandra, awesome to see tips about the paper. Yes, Sandra, so you'll get the PDF tutorial. Isn't that exciting? I did. I made a PDF tutorial for everybody. Now, if you're wondering how I got this paper, if I take a look at my tutorial, I think it's 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Pretty sure the DSP let's see, yeah, it's 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, and it was a square, and I just did a diagonal cut. I'll show you on the next card. The next card is my baseball one for my dad. And he'll go, wow, that's such a nice card. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is just put this in here. So I'm just going to put a little bit of liquid glue. I like the liquid glue because it gives me a bit of wiggle room. And let's just line that up so you can kind of see how it lines up perfectly with the edge of the cardstock. And we'll just glue that down like that. Okay, isn't that great? Okay, now let's work on the next part of the card. So then we have this piece here, and it's gonna go, oh, I gotta get these little guys first. Okay, back up. So I think these ones are 1.5 inches, these little guys. 1.5 inches, which means that the solid color evening evergreen cardstock would then be 1 3/4. Okay, and what do you think? Some of my Monday or some of my Wednesday morning people are here. Do you want to make this kind of card if I have it all cut? So what I do is cut and give you all the pieces at my classes, and you just glue it together and do a little stamping. So even though it's a fancy fold card, you get the design, and all the work is done for you. But I think it's pretty cool, and I think once you have the design, you will make it again. Now what I'm doing is putting glue on half of my square. So I'm going to put it like a diamond shape, and I'm lining it up with the edge right to the top of the cardstock. Okay, good. Making sure I didn't put the adhesive on the wrong side. I did that last night, and then I had to get my glue eraser to fix it. Okay, let's see if I line up this one now. Yep, looks good. Okay, and then the last little panel is going to be like this. Now I really hesitated because I really did not want to cover up all this beautiful design. Now before I put this down, it looks like I just need to do just a little bit more coloring. What needs to be colored before I stick it down? If I stick it down, I might have problems, right? Sticking it together. Ooh, I'm using the fine tip. That's scary. You gotta have such a steady hand for this. Ooh, the pressure. And then we'll just go sit down here. I need a leaf. Go like this. Do you guys color like this, or do you pay more attention to what you're doing? Who likes to color? That would be a great question. Who loves to color? I actually used to love to color as well. I had a Holly Hobby coloring book when I was a kid, and that was my favorite thing to color. I loved it. So I guess I like coloring. I just don't have tons of time now. Okay, so you don't have to color the whole thing. That'll get covered up. Okay, now for this, I went and cut the Stitch So Sweetly dies. Now this is an alert if you do not have these. This is retiring. It's while supplies last. It's Stitch So Sweetly dies. I use it all the time. I absolutely love it. Oh, I see Betty's here, Gail's here. Yes, everyone loves this card. And yes, they want to make it. Okay, good. Sold. I will cut everybody in my class a kit. And then let me know if you want me to change out the stamp set. I'll have to change the paper for sure because I don't have enough paper for all my peoples. But this design is super fun. See, so really it's not hard because it's just putting squares on the diagonal, right? But like I said, the trick is you got to make sure you're only gluing half of it, because if you don't, you're gluing it shut, which defeats the purpose of the card. Okay, doesn't this make like a big wow? I don't know. I was pretty impressed with this. Okay, now I'm using my favorite stamp set right now. I'm just sold on this one. It is rolling over, and the stamp set is actually called Celebrating You. So it's in the mini catalog. You can get your hands on it, but it's got Easter, proud of you, thank you, grateful to celebrate you, happy Mother's Day, happy Father's Day, happy anniversary. This one is super hard to find. Just saying. And I've already got some black ink ready to go. We'll just stamp it quick, pop it on, and there we go. And this one is called a red rubber stamp. So Stampin' Up has photopolymer and red rubber. Okay, let's go like this. Okay, there we go. It's still wet, so I don't want to touch that ink. Okay, and then I thought it looked pretty, but then I went and die cut all these little doodads. I don't know, what do you call these things? The little vines. All these cute little curly Q vines. And I think I'll put this one up a little higher. Now, I did show this tip for the ladies at my other class, so I'll show you really quick. We had a stamp camp this weekend, so we made 9 cards using the Flowering Rain Boots stamp set and dies. If you weren't a part of that class and you want it, if you order the bundle through me, I will give you the PDF tutorials because they're done. So did you see I just took the glue on here, put it on the back of my vines. Looks like I need to actually cut my glue eraser a little bit, or my glue sponge, I should say. And then what you do is you just press it down like so, and then you don't have glue everywhere, right? I got a bit too aggressive with that. Okay, and then this piece, let's pop another piece. Which piece did I use? I think I used this one. See, this would actually be great for one of the virtual classes because I can die cut everything for you and then you can just stamp, you know, whatever you have. I didn't poke everything out perfectly, but you know, you guys get the idea. Okay, and then this one will go on the bottom. And isn't that just pretty? Okay, and then on the inside, we'll just put this down. I think it's better this way. Why did I do it this way? Now, because this is bigger, that's not all the little viney bits, I feel pretty confident that I can just go like this quickly. And then we'll just tack this down. But again, I think a gift card would be really nice right here. Right? Isn't that beautiful? Now, you'll notice that I didn't cut myself a piece. I don't think I'll bother. You can just use your imagination. But see, I use a Stitch So Sweetly die to create a little white area to write your sentiment. And I will do that, but I will do it later on the card because I have to finish my coloring. But I kind of wanted to show you how this went together. And then two, you'll notice that I used 2 of these in color adhesive gems on my card. They are retiring as well, so make sure you snap those up. Put that on your wish list. Okay, and then I'm going to put this card aside. So that one is pretty much done, but I really want to show you how to do this next one too. Okay, now what happens when this glue is dry? You can just peel it off. Our silicone mats. So these silicone mats are awesome. See, it makes like a little glue, a blob of glue, and then you just throw it in the garbage and then it's clean and ready to go. Okay, so this is the other card today. Ooh, lots of little pieces. Okay, let's set this aside. So again, we start with our card base. This one I'll have to do a little more scoring for you guys. So we are going to score it, so 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches, and we'll score it at 2 1/8, just here, and 4 1/4, which is here. And I just need to tuck that aside. So that is the card base, right? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And then I went and cut 2.5 inches by 4 inches. And I have scored it on the long side at 1, 2, and 3. So we'll see if this works. This is going to be the other version based on Margaret Ann's card. So Margaret Ann, if you're watching, if you're still here and I'm doing it wrong, give me a shout out and say, stop. Oh, good, Betty, you're going to order it. I know it's such a great set, hey, and I love those colors. So those colors are actually the in colors that are at the back. It's kind of in the end of the DSP section. And you can just send me an email or call me later and I'll walk you through it. Okay, so I am doing, oh, see, my glue sponge being bad. So I've just used this side of the Designer Series paper. This is what it looks like. So even if you're not a sports fan, I think I'm pretty confident that there's enough patterns in here that you can use the other side to create masculine cards. It doesn't have to be just baseball. And the one thing that I loved is this paper. Look how awesome that is. Right? You can cut all these out. Or if you have the actual suite, I bought it mainly for the dies. Like, I love all these little ticket pieces, and I think it's super fun. So number one, I could put number one dad. And I'm also using the Stitch Stars today. This is another kind of alert. Look at this. These Stitch Star dies are retiring, but I tend to use them a lot. I just don't know. I don't like it when things retire. I feel the pressure that I got to buy things. Well, mind you, I have most of it, right? Because I got a demo number. So I can save money. Look at this little fuzzy on my finger. Let's get rid of that right away. Okay, so I'm doing stars. And then I'm going to go like this. And I really wanted to use a different color, but I used all my Night of Navy paper up. I need to order another pack of this. Because I was going to do a masculine card class, and it just didn't get on the books yet. Okay, now let's get this one in. Let's see. Let's take a look at Margaret Ann's. How did she put this together? Where's the score line? Oh, it looks like she made a total. Okay, I think I'm going to go like this. Okay, you guys, wish me luck. I think I'm going to put it on the glue on this rectangle and this rectangle, the two outside rectangles. I don't know if it's going to work. If not, we'll just rip it apart and then do the pop-up way that I showed you. Right? Sometimes when you make a card, it's just playing. Yeah, it looks like that's about right. Kind of want to center it. I don't know, does that look centered-ish? I think that's pretty good. Once you get your panel on, you won't really notice. Okay, and then let's put this on and we'll see what happens. Cross your fingers for me. Here we go. Ta-da! Oh yeah, it's going to do what it's supposed to do. Now let's put something heavy on that while I do some stamping. Okay, so I have used my layering circle dies and I cut this out of the paper because I think it looks like a baseball. Can you see that? I think it looks like a cute little baseball. So we're going to glue that onto that piece. And then this square, I think this is the one. Did I make this smaller? No, I don't want to cut this one. Hold on a second. Okay, let's assemble these little squares because it's the same measurement. It was 1.5, right? 1.5. The DSP is 1.5 by 1.5, and it's going on the solid colored cardstock, which is 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. Okay, so I think I'm safe to put these down. I don't even know if that's the pattern I wanted, but that's okay. We'll just go with this. Okay, so let's put this one up here. Hopefully this will turn out cute. And we'll put this one down here. Now you don't have to use liquid glue. I use liquid glue because I find I'm really fast with it. Okay, now what happens with this one? This one looks a little bit smaller than what I had wanted on the other card. So let's just see, do I have, what did I say this was? 3 and, let's get the instructions. It should be 3 3/4. 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. So we'll just cut that so that it is the same. 3 3/4, and I can tell by looking at that 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 wasn't the right size. Unless I'm wrong, but I don't think so. Okay, so get yourself a piece of solid colored cardstock. 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And then what you're going to do is put it at the diagonal. And when you have this paper trimmer, you can actually kind of anchor it in this little space up here, and it doesn't move. So it makes it really, really great for diagonal parts. And then this paper is going to be 3.5 by 3.5. And you could have, I guess I could have made it smaller. I don't know, we'll see what this looks like. Sometimes you just got to play. And you know what? My dad's not here stamping with us, so he doesn't know what the original card even looks like, right? That's what I always tell my friends. You can never, ever, ever make a mistake. You just change the card. Okay. And I like this card because I can give my dad a gift card, although I should probably just glue money on it or something, because whenever I give him a gift card, he never uses it. Never, ever, ever. Okay, and now I will put that in here. So this one would have worked. It just would have been smaller. Okay, now hold on a second. Let's just make this flat, this little pop-up piece. Do you think this is easier than actually cutting it? Maybe it is. So I'm just putting the glue on this side, and then we'll put this down, center it, put it down, and close it up. Isn't that pretty? And then we'll put our baseball, let's put our baseball at kind of a diagonal. So I'm just going to do half of it, like so. And then I'll take a look at some of the comments after. See, this looks a little different. Okay, I want it straight. Yeah, I gotta have it straight. Okay, what do you think of that? Cute? Now what we're going to do is, I did cut some very vanilla in here that we can pop inside. And let's put that down. Isn't this shaping up to be super cute? Okay, that's where I'm going to write my sentiment. And then 2, I think we need to stamp something on here. So I've got most valuable dad. That'll really make him feel good, right? Most valuable dad, you're amazing. Happy Father's Day. Yeah, most valuable dad. Now I have to find the ink pad. Here it is, because I was using it to anchor my Stamparatus, right? Okay, let's see. Most valuable dad. It's going to go here. See, that'll make him so happy. That'll make his day. And I think we need to pop this up. So let's get our Stampin' Dimensionals. I highly recommend these Stampin' Dimensionals. You know, you can put 4 on there, 8 on there, however many you want. I like the mini guys because it just seems to give me more in a package. And then I can use that much more. Okay, and then what do you think? Should I add a star here? See how this is super cute? Like, which card do you like better? I don't know. This is coming together really nicely. And let's go here for this little guy. You can put these on with glue dots if you want. Oh, I think if I'm going to put that there, better go like that. Okay. And then I think I had a few more stars. I did. Let's put 1 star right here. And then maybe I should put Happy Father's Day in here. What do you think? I think I might have to do that after, though, because I didn't pre-plan. Okay, let's put this one here. And I think I'm almost done my card. Now, of course, with this product suite, look what you can get. Wow. See, isn't this like a super suite? Look at all the fun stuff you can make. So it was on back order. I think it's back available again. The whole suite is only $92.75, but you get the twine, you get these fun little stamping stars, you get the paper, you get the stamp sets and dies. They're not rolling over. So you get these cute little stars as well. So maybe I'll just put, I don't know, I'll put 2 of these down here. A lot of stars on my card today. Okay. And then I think what I'll do is we will use the green. And I think I'm just going to do a quick little bow. And then that'll finish off the card. Okay, so we'll just make a bunny ear bow. Most valuable dad. There we go. And then you can watch, if you check out my blog tomorrow, I'll have the finished card on there because it's super cute. See, there you go. And I don't think this is too girly by putting a little bow. What do you think? Okay, let's put that little bow there. We need a glue dot to finish it off. And then we are done. And then I'll take a quick look at the comments to see if I missed anything. Okay, and then the last thing, I'll just get you to envision it because I don't have my thing here. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, so with this stamp set, what I'm thinking is there's a place to put Happy Father's Day. So I'm going to go and get my circle dies, and then I will put Happy Father's Day right here. Let me see. I guess I could just do it right now. What size do I need for Happy Father's Day? This is literally what I do. I take the die and I go, yeah, I could do one smaller, but you know, I think that's pretty good. And I'll just go down here to my little station, roll it through. And these would actually work in the mini cut and emboss machine too, if you have a mini. Okay, and then where's my Happy Father's Day? Right here. I like the fact it has Happy Birthday as well. You're amazing. Happy Father's Day. How many Happy Father's Day cards have I made? That would be interesting to find out. Because I have a brother too. I could always give him a birthday card. Or he always loves to get for a birthday gift a bunch of cards from me. And then he can use them throughout the year. Okay, there we go. And then I'll just put that right here. And I think that finishes it off. And then, of course, if I do a gift card, it's okay. I will put Happy Father's Day on here. But I feel like this panel needs something right now because I don't have any grapevines. Okay, so this, I think I'm happy with this now. I got some extra things here, which I could add later. So what we have done today is made 2 fancy fold cards. I have let me just move this out of the way. I have this one, which is done with Forever Grapevine, which I love, love, love. And then I have this one done with the Your Biggest Fan set, which is super fun too. So a masculine card and a feminine card. This one is a little bit easier because I've got a pop-out piece in here. This one is a little more work because it actually, you have to cut the back of it. So both ways work. You'll notice the measurement's the same. This one uses a little bit more cardstock. This one has a little bit more coloring. We'll put this one in because it's totally finished. So let's just go back here and I will take a look at some of the comments. Kathy, you love them both. Great. Margaret Ann, you love them. Betty loves them. Fantastic. Perfect, guys. Well, I'm happy that you joined me today. Let's go back here. Thank you for joining me today to my Facebook Live, or sorry, my YouTube Live. If you want to, if you're on Facebook and want to find me again, it's karinastamps.com. I had to change my business page, so I'm slowly, hopefully people will find me there. And I'll be back again doing a YouTube Live next Tuesday at 1 o'clock. And I did a video that I will upload into YouTube telling you what retired from the catalog. So when you see that video, there's no stamping. I literally flip the pages of the catalog and you can take your highlighter and mark off what's leaving and what's on sale. Because my tips of the day were these dimensional, I keep calling it dimensional glaze. It's not called that. I'll pull it out. And it's actually Shimmery Crystal Effects. I think it's 6 something-ish in Canada. And then the white chalk marker. So these are retiring, so make sure you get them, because with the dimensional glaze, I don't know if you can see, can you see the bottom of the boots? We made a puddle of water with it, so it dries clear. And I think what I'm going to do is go back and add some of this to my my little leaves on here, and it'll create little dewdrops on my card. So that's kind of my 2-tip, is buy this and the chalk marker. And I'm always placing orders, so you're welcome to order through me or go to my stamping store. If you order more than $100 in product, I'm giving you a free ink pad of your choice. So let me know what you would like, or if you have all the ink pads, you're happy to pick an embellishment of a similar value. And I want to thank you today for joining me. So that is all I had, and happy stamping. Bye.